Coronavirus. 3 vaccines will be ready this year. By Learn With News, Level 3. 3 vaccines have been created in the fight against the COVID-19 pandemic. The first vaccine to be announced comes from a combined effort between American pharmaceutical company Pfizer and the German research laboratory BioNTech. They were the first to announce that they have a working vaccine, which has a 90% success rate. The second vaccine to be announced is from the U.S. pharmaceutical company Moderna. It is a similar type of vaccine to the Pfizer-BioNTech one, and it has a 95% success rate. The third and final vaccine to be announced so far comes from Oxford University. The Oxford vaccine was one of the early frontrunners in the vaccine race earlier in 2020. It is a different type of vaccine to the previous ones, and it has a confirmed 70% success rate with a possible 90% success rate after some tweaks to the doses are made. The vaccine announcements have come as many countries are struggling with more daily COVID cases than ever before. Much of Europe is currently on lockdown as the spread has become uncontrollable. The U.S. has been setting new daily case records on a weekly basis in the lead-up to the Thanksgiving holiday, and countries around the world are experiencing second and third waves. The vaccines have given hope that life may be able to return to some semblance of normal in 2021. One of the researchers at BioNTech said that life should be back to normal by winter 2021. The U.S. is planning to give the first vaccines to people starting in December 2020, and other countries are aiming for December or January for their vaccine rollouts. The monumental task of vaccinating entire countries is something that governments are now having to contend with. The general consensus is that the oldest people and most vulnerable people will be vaccinated first. Countries will then work down the age groups from old to young in order to vaccinate those who are most at risk as fast as possible. The vaccines are here too late for people to enjoy the 2020 winter holidays, and officials are worried about the spread of the virus in countries where winter holidays such as Christmas and New Year's are observed. In the U.S., Thanksgiving is taking place on Thursday, 26th of November. The CDC has warned people not to travel and not to gather for Thanksgiving. However, it seems as though people are not listening, as millions have still been traveling through airports. More people have been traveling in the week leading up to Thanksgiving than at any time since March 2020, when the pandemic was just beginning. As other countries prepare for holidays later in the year, governments will be hoping that they can slow the spread of the virus enough to get people vaccinated and finally bring an end to the pandemic.